Welcome to the lighter side of the dark side. It's your weekly freak show here on Renegade Radio and all podcast catchers as well as YouTube. It's a Dark Mark show. I am Dark Mark, the goth comedian. We're in the studio 2 times in a row. Unbelievable. I'm going to turn the camera around. And
Good evening.
there she is. She jumped the gun. Everybody's favorite horror writer, Nicole Six.
Nice to see everyone out there.
Now, like I said, we skipped last week because I was in San Diego, but you're in the studio 2 weeks in a row.
I know, I'm excited. I love being in the studio.
And you picked one guest and I picked the other.
Yeah, and I think we got a lot of chemistry out of it.
So far, so good. It's going to be a fun show. We have first, straight out of Houston, which apparently doesn't scare people. We'll talk about that later. But she's a rock star. She just came out with an album entitled Fun Box. Fun Box. And I like her music. I like her, just meeting her already on the street and all the shenanigans. There she is, Cheri Rockafella.
Cheri.
Did I say Cheri?
It does look like Cheri, and it's spelled like Cheri. So
Right.
it is hard to find my record, Cheri. But my mom's redneck, right? She can't spell cherry.
Right.
She was 16 from San Angelo, Texas.
So it's Cheri Rockafella.
But it looks like Cheri.
So you can see I never met this woman before in my life. She's a stalker. She just came to the studio. I don't know her name.
He's good looking.
Am I?
He scared the hell out of me. I was in love.
Okay, well there you go. Also,
I looked at the door and went, wah!
I'm not the only handsome man in the studio because you're sitting right next to this guy right here. We did a show, and Nicole, you know I do a lot of comedy shows, and I'm not impressed with a lot of comedians because I hear a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with this guy because he's very funny, and he's all over the place. He's all over town. He's got a Comedy Cube special on YouTube. I forget what it's called, but I just watched it, and it's very funny.
Dude, thank you. It's you could just look up Brandon Black Comedy Cube and it should pop up.
Yes, it's Brandon Black, straight out of Compton. There he is.
Appreciate you, man.
Hi,
Thanks
Brandon.
for having me.
This is gonna be a crazy show. We got all sorts of shenanigans coming on. Like I say, you guys have more in common than you know. And oh yeah, so we're gonna get into that. But
South Central.
I'm sorry, it's not Compton then. Okay, we're gonna get into that. Hold on 1 second because I gotta get my
don't
sponsors.
mess that up.
We gotta get our sponsors in real quick. But we don't have our first sponsor, and I'll tell you why. We are sponsored by Raze Energy Drink, Raze. It's the best energy drink. It's so good. I had 4. No, don't worry about the Grey Goose. It's fine.
It mixes with Grey Goose just fine.
Well, trust. You know what? It really does. I've had it with vodka. It's amazing. Raze Energy Drink. The reason I don't have it is because my landlord and a handyman came to fix my plumbing last week, and I had 5 cases. I had 5 cans of Raze left over from my case, and I'll tell you how to order a case in a second. But they liked it so much. They're like, "Can we try one of these?" I'm like, "Sure." And they're like, "Oh, this is so great. Can we take one of these home?" So then I was down to one, and I was really tired one day, and I had to drink it. So I got another case on the way, and you can get your own case. And the best part of Raze Energy Drink, they have great flavors like sour gummy worms. They have, I don't know which one to get because you really like the Baja Lime, which tastes like Baja Fresh.
You can get whatever you want.
But you like that one.
Yeah, but I like the fruit punch one too.
That's right. They have Voodoo Fruit Punch. They have all sorts of great flavors. The best tasting energy drink, and I've tried them all. I tried Red Bull. I tried Rockstar. I tried them all. Obscure ones you never heard of, like ones with horny goat reed. That one's called Raw Dog. That Steven Seagal had an energy drink. They had one called Buku that was 24 ounces. This one's better than all of them. Tastes great. And the best part, 0 carbs, 0 calories, 0 crash. In the description, if you're listening on the podcast catcher or on our YouTube page, there is a link where you can get 15% off a case of Raze Energy Drink. I guarantee it. I recommend it, and I think you should get it. And you'll be up for days, and you'll be partying. Mix it with Grey Goose. It's great. Well, I can see that Cheri wants to talk. So let me get into this. Now Cheri, by the way, Nicole, and you're the one that's responsible for Cheri being on the show.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Already she's a ball of energy.
Yeah.
But Cheri, you're from Houston.
Yes,
Houston, Texas. The accent gave it away. And how is Houston? Because you were telling me...
It's hot.
No, I know that.
You know you're home when that sweat goes down the crack of your butt? Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'm home because it's doing that right now. But, yeah.
Yeah, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
This is nothing like Houston. It's a wonderful town. great people, lots of good rap, a lot of good music.
Oh yeah, well actually,
I raised 5 kids there, right? So I just about done everything that there was to do. I had a company called All Houston Clowns. I was a professional
right.
clown.
Hold on. I'm gonna get to all this. We're gonna get into all this.
See, I talked to you.
Okay, Cheri. I don't want you to like give your whole life story in 5 minutes. And we have nothing to talk about for an hour because I want you to expand on things. Now, first off, I want to clear something up. You are not affiliated with Jay-Z's Roc-A-Fella.
Absolutely
record.
not. Okay, this is a very important thing because I made up Cheri Rockafella in 1988.
Did you copyright it?
Okay, no, this was just a gangster name that I was performing on 6th Street as a punk rocker. I made it up as a joke, as a parody of rockabilly because I couldn't stand that rockabilly crap. And then there was a lot of preppy girls, and we, like the punk bars next to the fraternity kids was real irritating. So I had this song called Punk Slut. So I just made myself Cheri Rockafella and I had a song called Punk Slut.
Do you remember
I'm a punk slut. I'm a sick mutt. Oh yeah, it's really. I'm not sure about your audience if they can handle it.
Well,
no, your audience.
Obviously, you haven't seen any of our previous shows because
I have, but I'm just saying.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Well, okay. As the night goes on, we'll get to that punk slut if you want me to. It's got verses.
No,
got verses.
No, right now. Tell me one of the verses of Punk Slut. I want to hear this.
Okay. I'm a punk slut. I'm a sick mutt. Oh, wait, let me get from the beginning. I got to get the flow going with it because
right.
It goes, I'm a punk slut, I'm a shocker. Find me a preppy so I can sock her and bring her viciously to her knees and kick her teeth out. I want to wear my battle bracelet to the hole. It's made of ponytails and teeth, I want to go back to mother. I want to fuck my little brother. My hair is purple. My hair is green. And if you look closer, there's blood in between. It goes, I'm a punk slut. I'm a sick mutt. I can't remember all the words. It goes,
That's okay.
I think I'm carrying somebody's baby. I'm not sure. I think his name is Randy, Rusty, or something. Well, anyway, I won't live long. I caught rabies. I'm already foaming at the mouth. They're getting ready to send me south. That's where they bury dead punk sluts after scalping their heads and hanging up their hair. It's a ritual. I'm hysterical. Get me out of here. I don't want to die a punk slut. It was something like that.
I would applause, but I'm holding the camera.
Okay, it's been at least 28 years since I've ever sang that.
Right, and by the way, when she says rabies, she means herpes, but that's another story.
Anyway, I'm already foaming at the mouth.
Got it. So, very nice, and I know that. It's okay. Yeah, you got like a whole.
Oh damn, I'm good looking.
You're very punk, and like I said, I think you may have cribbed a couple of those verses from Emily Dickinson, but which reminds me, by the way, Nicole, tell everybody about your poetry book.
Oh, I just had a poetry book come out called Slow Burn, and it's doing really well. I also, it got me noticed to maybe write in a magazine, and I can't say anything about it yet, but it's a very famous magazine.
Brandon, so we'll get back to you in a second. But you say, no, you were born and raised in South Central, but you said not Compton.
Yeah, not Compton. Born and raised in South Central.
So we're talking in Long?
South.
Right. So what, like you were born and raised in the Valley? Like, what are you talking about, South Side?
No, Florence and Normandy.
Oh, okay. So right where all the shit went down.
Right where the riots happened.
Right.
You up there, yeah.
Yeah, you were the guy that pulled that guy out of the truck.
I wasn't.
No, you were too small for that. You were like a little kid.
Though.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I do know him.
You know the guy that pulled the guy out of the truck?
Yeah. He knew my pops and some of my cousins and stuff. So
yeah,
I got to meet him.
How old were you in the riot?
No, yeah, you had to be probably like an infant.
Yeah, I was 4. Yeah,
right.
I was 4.
Right.
So I remember certain images of riding around there, but I don't remember everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a rough neighborhood, and watching your special, I don't know how much you want to talk about this, but your father's been incarcerated for some time.
Yeah. My father's been incarcerated for 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 30 years. I talked to him today too, or yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he's okay?
Yeah, he's good. He's good, man. He just got in a dog program in prison, so he's training dogs to be service workers or helpers.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Disabilities.
Yeah. I saw it on Oz, but I saw it. He's not gonna be the guy, like the crazy guy that like teaches the dogs to attack the the guards. Is he?
No, man. He's a super like born again Christian, man. So,
Yeah.
That's not even on his mind. He just want to come home. So,
Right.
Yeah. But he's good, man. He's good, and it's funny because different family members would tell him certain jokes I come up with, and he supports. He laughs like, "Oh man, you got at me like that." So
every joke.
Every joke.
Oh, okay.
And they told him a couple and stuff. And,
Yeah.
I told him one. The joke about having a boyfriend and stuff in there, he laughed at that too. Like, man, you crazy, man.
Yeah.
Let me hear it. Come on, I didn't hear it.
Oh, the joke?
Tell it, yeah.
It goes like, true story. He called me one time. I was living with my grandmother, right? And he was like, man, you with your grandma, you and your girl getting serious, man. Don't you want to move out, man, and listen to the rain on the windowsill? And I'm like, what type of OJ song is this? What are you talking about? He like, yeah, but let me ask you something, man. I hope you ain't out there having sex, Jack. And I'm like, what? Dad, let me ask you something. I hope you're not in there having sex.
Great. I rolled when I saw that. But and also the other thing that he talks to you in like 70s jargon because he was thrown into jail. He's been in jail since the early 90s.
Yeah, man. So he called me yesterday. As soon as I answered the phone, I'm like, hello. He like, what up, Jive Turkey? I'm like, no, I'm chilling, man.
Yeah.
You cool?
Yeah.
What's up, man? I can dig it.
Yeah. It's great. Now let me ask you something because no, go ahead. Cheri, I didn't mean to interrupt you on my show, but I know but no, I was gonna ask because my real last name is, as some people know and people that are our Facebook friends, is White.
Okay.
And your last name is Black.
Yeah.
Do you ever get shit for that? Because I got shit for having White as the last name.
I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. My real last name is actually McCoy.
Oh, that's even worse. That's like some Star Trek shit.
Yeah, no, it's actually McCoy.
You're that Black Scottish.
Yeah, I'm able to get a job so easy. Man. I walk in there, yeah, it's me, Brandon McCoy.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't know that, but Black came about. I used to rap.
Well, we kind of got how it came about. No, go ahead. You were gonna say?
Yeah, no, I used to rap. I used to want to be a rapper back in the day.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of music stuff in my early 20s with my boy Urban EP Pope and stuff. So Brandon Black was part of that, and I just carried it to comedy because I was like, I didn't like the way Brandon McCoy flowed, like getting called to the stage. Welcome, Brandon McCoy. And
you expect some, hi, how are you? I'm Brandon McCoy. Yeah, hello.
Exactly, man. So Black, you know what I mean? Yeah. I've been rolling with that. Somebody said I could go back, but nah, I think I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah, no, I but having White as the last name, and I grew up in we all, I gotta be honest with you, the four of us, and it's so weird because I read a lot of articles about things, and everybody describes people that came up poor as quote unquote hard scrabble, right? Like everybody's Damon Runyon or something, but we're all, I mean, we all came up poor, and I was in a predominantly black neighborhood with the last name White, and I was a white guy, and boy, I got a lot of shit. But even when I moved to California, people call my high school nickname was Purple. Really? It was just it doesn't even make sense. So it's one of those things. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, Dr. Purple, because I was smart and everybody cheated on me, so I was Dr. Purple.
Nice. Yeah, so that was one of those things. If it was another, if you had a black friend named Mark, then you would have been White Mark. Did that ever happen to you? Yeah. I'm trying to think. That might have been. Also, I also had a nickname in elementary school, Droopy George, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway, but you grew up in Houston. Like I say, you didn't grow up. Now you're in a nice neighborhood and your neighbors with superstars, but you didn't have it easy. You grew up in Houston. I didn't grow up in Marble Falls. I grew up in Marble Falls. I didn't grow up in Houston. Okay, so what's Marble Falls? Marble Falls is a tiny little town on the lakes in the central part of Texas, about an hour from Austin. Okay. So it was really small. When I was a child, there was how small was it? Stop. And then it became a red light. Right. And now it's a town that's like, Austin grew so much that we never imagined they would almost connect, but they're not quite suburbs, but it's not the same town that I grew up in. Kind of like Loveland, Colorado. The guy that I did the record with, Rex, he grew up on the same street as me, Avenue E. This little bitty street, Avenue E. I was the tomboy. I only played with the boys. I rode my bike, my skateboard. I was never in the house, always outside, barefooted, bathing suit. Bicycle, that's it. No shoes.
I'm not kidding.
No, we're all getting mental pictures of the.
Shoe Sports, Marble Falls.
Yeah, that doesn't sound. Yeah, so you were.
So yeah, Rex lived at the end of the street. I lived in the middle, and then the other end of the street is the lake. But Rex's mom would never let him go out and hang out with the other kids. And he's the guitar player on my record. He plays every single instrument. He does the bass, every instrument. He also produced it. But when we were
Did he name it too? A Fun Box? Or who named that?
Okay, here's the story about Fun Box. I wrote Fun Box. Okay, my coach had a show in the 70s it was a kids show. And he's my songwriting coach in New York. So I wanted to write a show about some kind of song as a joke for him. And the toy box on his show was called the Fun Things Box, and all kind of stuff could come out of it. So I wrote a song, Fun Box, and I put a lot of effort into all the crazy, sexy things that could come out of my box, right? And then Rex took all of them out and just left. I want to play on your fun box. I want to play on your fun box over and over. And I was like, oh my God. And my kids were in high school.
Yeah.
They were like, Mom, do you know what that means? Oh, it was hilarious. I was like, yeah. So then my son, he's like, he didn't want one of the reasons I went back to Cheri Rockafella is because my kids, I didn't want to embarrass them that all of a sudden my mom is going to be a rock star. Okay, our real name is Schlosser. And Rex's last name is Schnelly. Now, do you want to be Schlosser? I can't even say Schlosser and Schnelly, right? It's impossible to sound like
Cheri Schlosser.
Ambulance chaser.
And Brandon McCoy.
Cheri Schlosser is my real name. So Cheri Rockafella, I went back to that. And when I was in Nashville recording, I'll always say, I don't sing country. So when I would say I'm Cheri Rockafella, they loved it. They thought that was the coolest name. Like, oh, then they knew I was rock and roll. And not one person told me about Jay-Z. No one told me about Jay-Z.
Not even your kids.
Not my kids, not my coach, not Rex. No one ever mentioned Jay-Z, and I didn't even know about this until during COVID.
Wow.
And my song pulled up Jay-Z on YouTube, and I was like, why is Cheri Rockafella pulling up Jay-Z? And it was him who was really young, and I went, that looks like Jay-Z. Oh, shit. I'm like, how come nobody told me this, right? Beyonce is from Houston.
Right.
She is the queen of Houston.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I brought it out right away. I was wondering.
Thing, but I still have to say I had it first, right?
Well, that's what.
And mine's ROCK. This
I
is
understand.
just ROC, right?
Right.
I'm rock for rock and roll.
So, God damn it, you could have had some money if you had.
I know. I got to meet Jay-Z, and if he comes over, because my next door neighbor is Big Nas. He just bought the property next door.
Really?
So you tell Jay-Z, come on over. You want to see the real Rockefeller? Oh!
I'll send him a text after the show. But let me.
He's waiting for our calls.
But speaking of huge stars, now being in close proximity to Austin when you grew up, now how do you go from punk to playing with members of Stevie Ray Vaughan's band?
Well, okay. I guess I went from playing with Stevie Ray, he's the keyboard player for Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Right. The great blues player.
After I left that band, I started doing my punk thing.
Right.
So
you're blues before you were punk.
Kendra did not want me to sing in the band.
Right.
Because everywhere we went, because he wrote Cold Shot, we could get booked off the song Cold Shot. If you've been in
like a cold shot, baby. I love Stevie Ray Vaughan,
everywhere. And we had to sing Cold Shot all the time. But he didn't want me to sing, and the bass player was saying, Cheri's got all these great songs, like she's writing all these great songs, and the guitar player, they were like, let Cheri write some songs. Oh no, he's a famous songwriter, so he didn't want me writing songs. They didn't want to have to pay the girls more either. They don't want to have to pay the girls. So Robert said, why don't you just go start your own thing?
Right.
And so I was like, okay.
Well, let me repeat the question. How do you go to playing with the guy who wrote Cold Shot and was in Stevie Ray Vaughan's band? How did that happen?
Oh, I didn't really get hired to be in his band as a singer. I got hired as a model.
Oh.
So what happened is they were just old blues guys, and they're not good looking at all, right? And they're really old and boring, so they thought it would really help their band if they hired some pretty girls. And so they called the different talent agencies, and I got hired from one talent agency, and the other girl got hired from the other one, and we got there, and we became best friends.
Right.
Serena Lopez Divine, if you were out there, you talk about a girl that is from the South, from outside of New Orleans.
So they had their own Fly Girls, basically.
So, yeah, we were the Fly Girls. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
No, but Serena didn't really want to sing, you know. But she ended up unfortunately marrying Robert, which was the bass player. So she really had it bad.
and like you said, not
the counterfeits.
Well, you'd have to be, obviously. So yeah, the counterfeits.
We were very unruly.
An unruly blues band.
Acceptable on any level. I don't care if we're blues or not. No, we were just bad characters.
Tell me some tales of Austin debauchery. What happened?
Okay. This band that I was in consisted of. I guess Robert, he is in prison now. Let me just explain about him. He is such a scammer. Recently, the last that I heard about him is that he pretended he was booking Ted Nugent, and he took money from some nightclubs, and he really wasn't booking Ted Nugent, and he spent the money. So I'm telling you, he's a scammer. But Mike Kindred's not a scammer. But our whole entire band was a bunch of chaos. We had a big black drummer from California. And I mean, he's big, and his name's Paul Mills.
Okay.
Paul Mills, he is so good at the drums that twice he kicked the bass and it just busted it. Twice.
That's a heavy hitter.
Dude, he's heavy. And then, so then we had an electric guitar player that was real fast with long hair, like 80s hair. And he was from San Francisco. And then we had two beautiful girls. It was just a band that didn't make any sense at all, right? It made no sense.
Sounds like the greatest band I've ever seen.
And we drove around and wore fur coats and get out of our Mercedes and act like we're somebody in the middle of some little town like Lubbock, Odessa. We rolled in like we're hot shit with sunglasses, like we were ZZ Top. We was all fake.
No, Cheri, come on. You walked around Silver Lake right now like you were a star. You know how to do it.
I'm sober, yeah.
No. No, not that you were sober. You were trotting around like you were a star. You got the heels. You got the. You know you're a star.
Girl, I mean, this is this outfit, this kind of stuff that I am.
Yeah.
I've always been like this.
Yeah. Okay. So you've always had that swagger.
When Mark saw me trying to park, I had on 7 or 8 inch heels.
I don't know. You want to measure those, Brandon? Let me see. They're down there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's.
These are really good, right? I mean, these are sexy.
Yeah. I
couldn't help it. I mean, when you put on shoes like that, it gives you attitude.
Does it really?
It's the same with boots, and it's the same with being a professional clown. I used to train with Ringland Brothers.
Oh, we're gonna get to the concept in a second, but
the shoes.
Yeah, do high heel shoes make you sexy, Nicole?
I don't really wear them often because I'm 5'9", but when I do, yes, they make me feel sexier.
All right,
she's tall. I'm 5'9".
Yeah, and you're not, but that's okay. Brandon's tall, but yeah. So you but that was when I was looking at your biography. Yeah, you still are a music producer.
Yeah.
So how deep did you get in the rap game?
You know what? Urban E.P. Pope is a dude who went to my church, and my Sunday school teacher, he was like a mentor to us. It was just a class full of young dudes.
So these are rappers mentored by a pastor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in a sense, you know what I mean? I think I was the only one that rapped in the Sunday school class, but I told him I wanted to make beats as well. Like, you know what I mean? I want to get on the producer end of things too. Because a lot of times artists, you know, they're in the forefront, but I'm like, they don't make as much money as a producer a lot of times.
Oh, that's for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to do both. If I could produce my own beats, then I don't have to depend on anybody. So then I ended up getting connected with EP at about 16, and me and him, you know, been rocking ever since. I didn't place any beats, you know what I mean? I did send some out to some popular rappers, but they didn't pick anything. But, yeah, that's what I was doing until I started getting into comedy, man.
Are you still doing it or no?
I haven't produced in probably 2 years. Yeah. I still got everything at my house, man, but I haven't even been focusing on it. Everything's been going to comedy.
Oh, yeah, no. I think we got a collaboration here, but no.
I think so.
But you, any tales of rap debauchery that you might have that could compare to that?
You know what? I don't think it can compare to
especially you know
at all, man.
Now, were you rapping Christian or you were just rapping regular stuff? Okay. Because there is a Christian rap genre.
Yeah, it is. It is. When I started rapping, which was like in middle school, it wasn't really Christian rap wasn't really popping like that. So you know what I mean, as a kid, of course, I wasn't like cussing or
sure
rapping about ass.
Your grandmother kicked the shit out of you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, her, my mom, and everything. Yeah. Man. But as I got older, I still kind of didn't go that route. Like I got one song on YouTube that me and my boy Brandon Brown.
So Brandon Brown and Brandon Black.
Yeah, and that's his actual last name. Yeah. Right. Yeah, we was like brothers, man.
I know Brandon White. We can get a whole crew together. Yeah.
Bring him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a song called Interact, and another one too called I gotta look at the name, but I was speaking from the perspective of a pimp, like telling his hoes to go get his money. So it was kind of like
my life.
Exactly. I remember at the comedy show.
Yeah. Well, what's his name? Westside brought his mother, and we were. Yeah, I saw that.
Question.
Go ahead.
You have on this fantastic hat that's got a rose embroidered in it. Mm-hmm. Is that like a fashion line or?
Yeah, this is actually a brand of mine I created in 2015 called Black Rose Affair.
Oh.
Yeah, and the basis of it was the roses represent people that were born in situations and circumstances to where they would possibly be labeled a statistic.
Oh, man.
Or wouldn't be viewed as making it out of their situation, mm-hmm. and they eventually become successful. So Black Rose is just them, like somebody being viewed as a statistic, or you know what I mean, like that kid might not make it, but the affair is the party to success. That's what the affair in the name represents. So us making it from these dire situations and then become successful.
That's great.
So, that's beautiful.
It's a really fine looking hat. As soon as I got out and I saw him, the first thing I noticed was the hat.
Yeah. It's a great hat.
Appreciate it.
It's really quality stitching too.
Yeah,
right?
I can tell. That's why I had to ask if it was his design, because there's a lot of care that went into that.
I'm glad you asked that, because now I want you to see your clothing line.
Yeah. Tell us a website where we can see that.
You know what?
Or
I had
where?
A website, and then I put it down.
Oh, you lost the URL?
Yeah, my fiance said I got ADD because I be all over the place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard for me to focus on one thing a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I was doing it for a minute, and I was getting some real success, and then I stopped for a while. I actually ran out of money because I was funding it myself,
mm-hmm.
and I'm taking care of personal situations and helping family out. So I was just like, man, I can't keep funding this and going. So I had a website. I did dismantle it. And then I was starting up again. So I actually came out with one particular shirt that said, you act rich, I act broke, we're both liars, right? And
wait, say
that's
that
great.
again?
That's great.
You act rich, I act broke, we're both liars.
Oh, I like
That's
it.
great.
Yeah, so I was like, man, let me see what this will do. And I probably sold about maybe like 300 of those.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So that did well, and I was like, okay, I need to bring this back. So I made a couple of hats and stuff, sold some hats. So I still haven't finished the website. I started.
But is there any way you can order any of these things? Because if you got 2XL in that shirt, I'll take it.
You know what? I gotta check. I think I do have 2XL at the house.
Yeah.
So I can get you one for sure. Absolutely.
Okay. So but be on the lookout for Black Rose. It's coming.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And you have the hats?
Focus.
You have the hats?
I think I have a couple left at the house as well. Yeah, I can reach out to you.
Well, after this YouTube drops, people will be wanting a hat. So
the cat's cool.
Yeah. So
I have a red mini skirt that goes with that.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
I need to figure out how to focus myself.
Well, you know what? You perfect with the segue because we have one more sponsor, and Nicole's going to tell you this might help you focus.
Well, first I'm going to do something. So I have in my purse CBD, and I didn't get this from Charlie, but Charlie has amazing CBD, and I like CBD a lot. It makes me more...
Charlie Renegade you're talking about, the owner of Renegade Radio.
In there, yes.
Focus more.
Anyway,
yeah, I got ADD.
I was going to say that I like CBD products because they put me in a very good state. They help with anxiety, and they're wonderful. And we have several Renegade products. We have the Renegade Kush and the Renegade CBD, and they'll be coming soon. And I'm getting a new package of samples, so I'll probably try a little on radio soon.
Good. Well, hopefully we'll get that on video too. We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
And I'll have that. I'll have that for you just in case that like abortion becomes illegal again. But anyway, so some blackmail material for you. Anyway, so no, I wouldn't do that.
I think Nicole's CBD is working because she is locked in a box with 3 super hyper ADD people.
And I'm so chill.
She's so calm.
No, she knows. Like, yeah, you came into a whirlwind, didn't you?
I like it. I like when it's active.
Yeah. So anyway, but it's hard to get a word in edgewise.
I speak up when I need to.
Okay, well.
That's how we know about the hats.
Yes, no, I appreciate because I didn't notice. I noticed it was a cool hat, but I was more focused on the Dave Chapelle shirt, which we'll get to in a second because
fair enough.
we've been talking around it. You were a clown.
I was a clown.
And if people know me, they know I dated a clown.
You did.
And hot clown.
Clownalyn Monroe.
Yes, and
yes, that is freaking hot. See, now I have a
was
friend
beautiful.
named Snazzy who did a sexy, cute clown with the high heels and lipstick, but never a Marilyn Monroe clown.
No,
that's really original.
Clownalyn Monroe. Yeah, she. The only problem was. We went to her place. She got naked, and I was disappointed because her feet were normal size.
That's not your foot fetish?
I don't have a foot fetish. Brandon, are you with the feet?
You know what? I am in the feet.
Okay.
I don't think to the extent of some men, but I do appreciate.
Not Eddie Murphy.
Feet. Yeah, I don't mind. You know what I mean?
I'm not
sucking
in the feet. But if you have bad feet, I'm gonna be kind of turned off.
Right.
Yes.
I think we're all down with that. Yeah. So what feet do you like? Like tell me what's a good foot.
What's a good foot? Not too big. Definitely your toenails done. I like French tip on toes, but I'm a fan of any color. And keeping them moisturized too.
Yeah,
sure.
Have them nice and moisturized.
No ashy feet.
Please, no ashy feet.
So wait a second. So who do you think is like who's your celebrity crush? Who do you think is like the hottest?
Oh man, where do I got a long list?
Okay, give me one name. Give me one name.
One name, celebrity crush off the top of my head that I could think of. You know what? I like Taraji P. Henson. I have a thing.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Yeah.
Oh,
Taraji
baby.
P.
This is
Taraji P. Yeah. Cheri doesn't count, but
okay.
Okay. So if Taraji P. Henson, everything was everything that you've seen on screen.
Yeah.
And she had like size 12 feet. You're out.
Yeah, you know what? I think so. Because I wear a 13. It's like, whoa, we wear the same shoe. We both got these big ass shoes in the house. Yeah, I might be out.
And you were size 13, and I bet you got the shoes with the size written right on them too, huh? Yeah, just so the girls know. Well, you got the big hands too. Yeah.
Shout out.
So Cheri, tell me about how did you get into clowning?
Okay, well, honestly, this is the true story. I came here to do a Ratt video.
A rap video?
A Ratt video.
Oh, Ratt video.
17.
Oh,
and then later, I didn't end up being in the video, but the director, who I'm going to shout him out because he's a jerk, named Mark Rezica, and he said, "Oh, well, if you don't have banana tits, you can't be in the video."
What are banana tits?
Well, I don't know, but I don't have them. So I said, "Well,
I know. I've seen cantaloupes."
So later on, anyway, it's a long story. I became friends with Robin Crosby from Ratt.
Right. And what video was this, by the way?
When I was doing all these tumbling tricks, like I had been head cheerleader, right? And I'm standing on my head and I'm doing the splits. And I was literally, I was mocking that video girl that was really famous at the time. Tawny Katane. Exactly. And I was acting like I was Tawny Katane. And I was doing back whoppers, but I was really, really being a dorky. And he goes, "Cheri, you need to be a clown. Man, you are the best clown. Like, you ought to be a clown." Like, I had him laughing until he was out to wet his pants. I had no idea until COVID, until YouTube, that Tawny Katane was his first girlfriend. And that they were boyfriend and girlfriend in high school in San Diego, moved here. I didn't know any of this. I did not know that she was the legs with the rat crawling up them on the album cover. None of this. The whole time I'm mocking her and doing this thing in the back was just totally coming out of my head as a joke because I didn't get to be in the video because I didn't have banana tits.
Right.
But I became a clown, and I always remembered.
Tawny Katane doesn't have banana tits either.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I don't have banana tits. I don't know what those
It sounds creepy, right?
Skateboard ramp tits.
Peel.
And by the way, this isn't Ratt.
That's what I was thinking.
This isn't Ratt's glory years.
This was their glory years. This was the Wanted Man video.
Oh, Wanted Man. Okay.
If you go back and you can look it up. the Wanted Man video, and I never told anyone this. This is the first time I'm telling anyone.
I'm gonna Google
this.
banana tits and then get the Ratt video. Wanted Man.
Even Robin didn't know this. That I'm the voice when they're getting on the bus on this video for Wanted Man. I'm a Wanted Man, and these groupie girls are going, "Oh, I think they're so cute."
Are you watching the video? Is that what's going on?
It's me. I made that shit up.
Hold on. Brandon's laughing. What did he say? Banana tits are.
I googled banana tits. Images though, so yeah, it's kind of like.
Oh my god! No.
Oh, yeah, okay, I get it.
No.
I think you blessed.
I thought that.
Thank you, God. No.
Are those teardrops? What are those? They don't look like banana tits.
I would cry if I had it.
Oh yeah, I can't show that on screen, but yeah, those are pretty bad. That's a bad boob job. That's like one's going north, one's going south. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I don't know what to say about that.
You happy you didn't get the
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So anyway,
banana tits. That was the first time I ever heard of that.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm my own video. Now I'm my own record.
That's right.
I got my own songs, and I'm glad I'm not in anybody's video.
So let's go back to the clown thing. So you then became a clown?
Yes. So after I got back to Texas, after I left Hollywood, my parents dragged me home because I was partying too much at the Rainbow and really out of control. So that was when I was, 19 to 20. From 17 to 20, I lived here. Went back to Texas, ended up years later getting married and having these kids that I couldn't afford. And I was like, Lord, what am I going to do? And I was literally praying. And I remember I said,
so you went from one stereotype to another.
Yeah, I was going, God, please, how am I going to feed these kids? And then 2 words came, and I people say they don't believe that God speaks out loud, but I'm telling you, I heard 2 words, and it was singing telegrams. It sounds ridiculous. I jumped up. I was telling it was my ex-husband, I'm like, singing telegrams. Okay, we've got to get some helium and this, and that's exactly what I did. I charged a $14 classified ad for a singing telegram, and then I went to the thrift store and I got a band uniform and I got a bazooka horn, and my first customer called, paid $100, sang to happy birthday, gave him some balloons, ordered the next one, and then I was Marilyn Monroe. I kept on investing in costumes and everything.
Oh wow!
And I'm glad God, a world champion clown. I'm not just a clown; like I got trophies.
I'm glad God took time out of his day to say singing telegrams.
He did. He might have been an angel. I don't know who it was.
Not world peace. Not cure cancer.
It was probably
singing telegram.
Well, I firmly I believe that if you still yourself and you get calm and you get in that state of mind, that you can have breakthroughs, and I think that's a fun breakthrough.
Right.
It was an answer to prayer, and let me tell you, and I never lost money on singing telegrams ever. And on a Valentine's Day, boom, 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 boom.
So how did the clown get better than Marilyn Monroe and all these other things that you dressed as?
Well, I guess I was just a natural clown, and I started taking classes, and I went to the Groundlings. I took classes with the Groundlings, Ringling Brothers. I went to every kind of conference that would come to Houston and Dallas. And I trained. I just kept on training. And I'm naturally funny, face it.
we can tell. You're cracking everybody. You're cracking everybody up.
I'm serious. You can try to teach people to be funny, but...
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. Trust me.
You can have tricks. You can have costumes. You can give them everything. And I was a clown trainer. I was clown boss. I had a team of 20 people under me.
This definitely is a perfect guest.
Clown mafia.
The clown mafia. Oh,
did you really?
When you want to write a book about scary clown stories, girl, Nicole, we are getting together.
Well, let's get together right now. Tell us a scary clown story.
Do you have one?
Okay, I've got funny clown stories.
Well,
most of all.
Tell us a funny clown story.
Okay, here's one right after 9/11. When everyone was freaking out about Muslims. No, this is true.
Yes.
So my clown, Bobo, he goes over to the part of town of Houston, which is Sugarland. And it's where all the Muslims live, right?
All right.
And it's this really nice family, and they're having a big birthday party. And then Bobo the Clown does this thumb trick where he has the thumb cuffs. And he locks himself to the sky, to one of the Muslim men, and they're wearing all of their traditional clothes and it's like a really family event, but he can't get it unlocked.
Oh no.
He can't, and he's such a funny clown that they didn't believe him. He had done so many jokes that they just didn't believe him, and they kept laughing and laughing. Finally, they literally had to call the police. Then they had to call the fire department. They got Vaseline, they're greasing their thumbs. And then he had to get in the cop car, went in the back of the cop car, Muslim cop to a clown, and go all the way downtown in Houston, dude, to get that shit off. And it's worse because I was having a baby. So my mom was answering my phone for me. She goes, I think you're going to have to hear this one. And she goes, and all it was the answering machine where Bobo was going, Rowdy. That's my clown name, Rowdy.
Rowdy the clown.
It was one message after the other. It started out like, I'm stuck. And then, Rowdy, I don't know how to get loose. And then, Rowdy, the police are here. And then, Rowdy, I'm at the police. Help me.
I'm handcuffed to a Muslim. I'm handcuffed to a Muslim, and we just had 9/11.
At 9/11, dude. And that family called and booked him back every year for their birthday party.
That's great.
Wow.
They did. They were my regular customers. They thought it was hilarious.
I think it's hilarious too.
Humor.
Do you have a scary clown story?
Oh, you know what? Most people would try to call me in the night and want me to and go, can you send a scary clown to terrify my son?
Amazing.
I said, what? He goes, my son's 2 years old and he's a pussy. And I just want to hire a clown to come and terrify him. I was like, well, we don't do that kind of thing, right? Like, sicko. So with it, when I first started my business, it was 24 hours I would answer the phone before I had an answering service. Right. And I would get drunk Asian lady, oh, we so dark. We want clown. We gonna have sex a clown. We gonna have sex with clown. Oh, come on, clown. We want nasty clown. We want big cock clown. We want big cock clown. We're going to corner. Who said? Yeah, I'm not even making this shit up. This is real stuff.
Everybody wants big cock clown.
Big cock clown.
Big cock clown.
Big cock clown. I said, well, we don't measure our clowns that way, but we have large feet. No, and that's a sign.
Now, how did you become a clown world champion?
Oh, okay, by competing. Now, I'm a writer, so I would write my own skits, and you know the comedy rule of threes. Boom, boom, boom. And you have to know the rules. The way to win is to know the rules. It's like any other game. You gotta know the rules of the competition or you can't win. So, like, we had this one huge parade thing where I didn't win because I didn't follow the rules, and that's the one that really pissed me off. Every time I did
you sing Punk Slut? What did you do?
I went overtime. And if everyone's laughing, I can't help it. I would rather get that last joke in and go overtime and not win, but
you ran the light. You ran the light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't do that.
But mostly I win. But that's the only time I lose.
But I would imagine you would be a female going up against a bunch of male clowns.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you should see me as a tramp clown, as a mime. A mime. I'm a mime.
Wait a second.
Can you believe it, Mark?
Walk in the wind. Do some mime stuff for me. What's going on? Let me see this.
I mean, are you really going to see this? Are you
I've got. This is a camera right here. I'm filming you right here.
I used to be like riding my bike. I can't do it when you can't see my feet. You can't see my feet.
You want me to bring the camera around? I'll do it.
Really?
Why not?
We used to do bicycle, everything. Yeah. We do slow motion. You got to get it. But see, now my new motion is...
Yes, that's rock and roll.
I don't do that anymore. Yeah. Now I do this.
So there's so there's more. By the way, you remind me a lot of Clown Monroe. By the way, I just want to let you know. But you just but you. Was there a lot?
You're playing my fun box.
Don't ask me rhetorical questions. But
he does.
No, but you. Was there a big demand for mimes?
Wait, what?
Was there a big demand for mimes?
Yes, and there was this guy Mick Corley with the Texas Mime Theater.
Okay.
And I would hire him all the time. He's really expert. Like, I'm just goofing around on my miming. He's like really, really expert. Like, and he would teach my kids group. I had my own little kids group mimes. And he would come and train them, and we did library shows, school shows, YMCA, like every kind of corporate event. My day would start okay, you get up as early as you can and start doing your makeup and getting your costume on. The first party, an hour drive, 10 o'clock to 2. And then I would drive another one, I'd drive another one, I'd drive another one. Houston is so big that I would end up driving 5 hours in one day.
Wow.
That's what's in
Drive an hour
LA.
to a party, do that party, drive an hour to the next party, do that party, drive another hour, drive another hour. Just like that, and come home, and man, my socks were stuffed with cash, baby.
That's fantastic.
I literally had more money than a hooker. I was doing good as a clown, and now I'm broke as shit as a fucking musician.
No.
I ain't kidding you. This is bad.
You can say, yeah, well, a comedian's no bargain either. But let me tell you something. Well, I didn't notice your hat because you were wearing a Dave Chapelle at the Hollywood Bowl shirt.
Yeah.
But you weren't at that show.
I was not at that show.
Are you disappointed that you weren't at that show?
I am actually, man. The show I went to was smooth. Like,
really...
I got to see Dave. He did like 40 minutes. Funny new shit.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes performed. That was dope.
Busta Rhymes?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Busta Rhymes and Spliff Star performed for like 30, 40 minutes themselves.
Wow.
Badass.
I got there late. Traffic was so
That's going bad.
crazy. Like, I was in traffic for 2 hours.
Oh.
Trying to get there on time, man.
The Hollywood Bowl is, the traffic's horrible.
And then when I got to the bowl, they were like, yeah, our lot's full. You have to park on Hollywood and Highland. I'm like, I could have just went there instead of... You know what I mean? So I missed Deion Cole. Bill Burr, who I've been trying to see for years.
Bill Burr's funny.
Yeah. You seen him?
Yeah.
Hilarious. I haven't seen him live, but I watch him on YouTube.
I've been wanting to see him
It's
live.
funny. I actually got invited like last minute to see him on the 4th.
Really?
Yeah, my friend's there today. I didn't get to see him this show, but I was like, if you had told me like literally before the show was about to start, I would have gone because Bill Burr's a very funny guy.
Exactly.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I lied to y'all. I did get to see him at the Laugh Factory. I was hanging out for Chocolate Sundays.
Okay.
And he popped in and was working on some new material.
Well, that's the good thing about being in LA is because those guys will pop in.
Yeah, definitely. So I wasn't at the Battle Royale show, but I was hanging out at the Comedy Store, and somebody was like, Dave Chapelle got a tat. And I was like, wait, what? And he was like, yeah, I heard Dave Chapelle got a tat tonight. So I went to Twitter because everything goes to Twitter first.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, and then I seen the dude like tackle him. And then the next day, I seen a video of them like whooping his ass.
That guy got attacked. Face it. That guy got attacked.
They whooped his ass, man.
Well,
That
like
shit
my
was
friend
funny.
was, my friend introduced me to this person at the bar last night, and or not last night, the night before. It was Wednesday, or was it Tuesday? It was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It was Tuesday because it was 2 for 1 Tuesdays, and so.
She had 4 for 5.
She's got a selective memory.
So my friend invites this guy over, and he's like, I just left the Hollywood Bowl, and Dave Chapelle got attacked, and then security pulled the guy off of him, and he's like, yeah, beat his ass, kill that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was like, apparently he could hear what Dave Chapelle was yelling because he was close enough, and
Really?
He was telling security to get that guy.
Oh shit! Yeah, I think Dave got some licks in too.
I think he said, I'm going to kick his fucking ass, right?
Yeah.
And then I think he did.
Yeah.
But here's the question, because I've never been to the Hollywood Bowl.
You haven't?
I know, it's so weird.
You grew up here.
I didn't grow up here, but...
You told me he did.
No, I've lived here for a long time. I've had tickets to see things at the Hollywood Bowl, and for whatever reason,
I've only been once.
I got stood up and things like that. And you saw a comedy show there, which is different than a rock show.
Yeah.
How does somebody get on stage?
I can't figure that out.
They said he was in the front fucking row.
Well, it would have to be in the front row.
Yeah.
But isn't there a barricade?
But how did he get in with the gun in the first place? Didn't they have
It was
a
a
detector,
knife
a metal detector?
shaped like a gun. Like it was.
That's another
like a
thing,
gun,
yeah.
And then you could pull out a knife.
Yeah.
Comes out.
Oh, it wasn't
How do you
really
get
a
through security
gun.
with
Yeah.
that?
It was a
Yeah,
switch-
didn't you have a metal detector?
A switchblade.
Well,
Well, I guess it was hidden in the
It
gun.
was hidden in the gun. Yeah,
In the gun.
But he might have jumped a fence somewhere.
There's no telling because
That's crazy.
In
But
Houston,
even
they
if you jump a
fences,
fence,
right? That's how they act.
And you got, I would think the stage is elevated, right?
It is.
yeah, it looked. I was up kind of high.
No,
I
I'm sure.
wasn't that close.
No, I know, no.
Shout out
No,
to
you
my
make
lady
a
for
very
buying me
good
tickets.
point. See,
But
I was told
it
he
was
was a
high.
bigger guy. Like he was a bigger, strong guy.
He ran like football player. Did you
No, he
see
ran fast. I
ran
get it,
like a
but
jack-
but I mean, Jesus Christ! I mean, I've seen the Greek theater and things like that.
Yeah.
There's no way you can get to the stage. I
Right.
don't know how you do it at the Hollywood Bowl. I don't
No,
know
he
what's-
had already bought this ticket for the front row.
No,
He
but
had planned this. You
Oh, he
know
definitely
he had
planned
this
it,
planned.
sure.
Because when I cracked up when he goes, Trans man, the way he said it with that accent, that's what made me laugh.
What did
so
he? What
hard.
did he say?
Trans
He
man?
goes, trans man hit me. Yeah, that's what he said.
trans
That's
man.
the way he said it. It cracked me up. But that guy was already planning it because he was probably mad about some trans joke from years ago, and he's already bought his ticket.
Probably
He had this all planned out.
Well, that's like
It was not
$200 to tackle Dave Chappelle and get
He
your
paid
ass
a lot of money for that front row, and he was ready.
Your ass whooped and your arm
I don't think that went the way he thought that was.
No,
gonna
it
go.
didn't. He thought he was going to be a hero.
And if you
right?
don't like trans jokes, what are you going to see Dave Chappelle for?
He went there to punch him. That's why he
he did,
went.
for
Well,
sure.
he failed miserably. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. He's the joke. He's the punchline.
TMZ has a video of him after he tackles Dave Chappelle. He tries to run off stage and he's getting cut off. So then he runs behind the big ass monitor they have. And then you just see a group of guys going that way. And I'm like, oh, you don't even know, man. You run into the Thunderdome. Like they
You got security and comedians.
I was like, beat his ass, kill that guy.
And you know Chris Rock got a couple licks in too.
Yeah. I actually the night that happened, I seen Chris Rock. I was running to my car, afraid it was about to get towed in this little lot near the comedy store. And Chris Rock was just walking by himself with some Beats headphones on and shit. And I'm running, he kind of jumped. And I'm like, oh,
yeah.
And I'm like, I want to stop, but I can't afford to get my car out the Empire.
Oh, man.
So he's still jumpy from the slap, I guess.
I think so, man.
That would be a little traumatizing because you really don't see it coming. And if you're involved in any sort of assault, you get a little like scared. You know?
Dude, I'm worried.
Like, oh, shit.
I mean, the songs that I sing,
yeah,
I ought to get punched. In the face every day, right?
Singers seem to be safe.
Just like,
Singers seem to be safe, but the thing is, like at the Comedy Store, the Laugh Factory, or someplace like that, it's easy to jump on stage.
Absolutely.
But Hollywood Bowl, it seems like that would be a challenge.
that is what I'm saying.
And
He had it planned, dude.
Maybe people are more lax because it's comedy.
Could be.
Like, I've been
Yeah,
to so
it's
many
true.
rap concerts and musicians.
High security on that.
People
Football
usually in the
games.
Oh,
front of
even
the
just
stage.
going to the club, I have to pass through security and have my purse checked.
Right.
Well, you had to go through security.
Yeah, we went through security, but there was so many people there, and
So they didn't pat it down as big as they
didn't
did.
get patted down.
Do they
No,
just
we
have
went
that
through
little
the metal
thing that they
detector.
go like that on you?
They
Or do
didn't
you
do
walk
that.
through that?
No,
You
you
No,
walk
they
walk
just had a metal detector, and okay,
And
so
they just go like that on your pants?
that's weird
They
because they.
didn't do that.
Oh, then
Just
they
walk
just
through
didn't
the
have
metal
good enough.
detector.
In Houston, boy, I'm telling you, it's
Damn.
thick security in Houston.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well,
And
you-
that thing happened since I had lived here. I wasn't there when that recently during COVID when that big situation happened in Houston and all those people got shot and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but really, they have such tight security. I couldn't believe that happened, except people jumping fences, right?
It might have been too many people and not enough staff because.
Well, I would imagine that.
Well, as a concerned citizen, they better fix that because if someone
Me
can get
too.
a gun,
Right.
in quotes, in there, someone could get a real gun, and then that could be a whole different situation. That's very scary.
Well, y'all, we don't want to ruin comedy at the Hollywood Bowl. I gotta be brave, man. Let's go there and kick
That's
some
what-
people's ass. If they jump on stage, I'm ready to pound and fucking break
That's what
that
we
arm
got the-
backwards. Get that shoulder out of the socket, dude. Let's go. Come on.
It's like being a rapper.
That's
now.
more fun.
Yeah,
Come on.
Nobody's attacking rappers now.
Yeah, and what's funny is I did a show that night that happened at the Bourbon Bar,
Okay.
and a dude jumped on stage on my boy who was hosting.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was.
This is
he
gonna
was
be a
like
thing.
a young
People are
kid
gonna
though.
start doing this shit. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
He looked like Sid from Toy Stories. He had braces and stuff, and he was heckling everybody.
Ugh.
And the comedian before my boy went back up, the host, really got on him. He said he looked like, I forget the name. It's from the TV show Billions and stuff. He clowned the shit out of the young
Paul
Okay.
Giamatti.
Yeah, so dude was upset. So he got up on stage and everybody looked like, oh shit, what the fuck is about to happen? And Aaron like, bro, get the fuck out of here, whatever. He like, I just need 30 seconds. I got some material I want to get.
No,
Oh my God.
that happens all the time in LA where people go up and like, I want to do time. It's like no.
Yeah.
But the only time
He gets his joke out of his pocket.
I've had fights break out in the audience
Really?
during my set. I had 2 fights break out during my set once, but I've never had anybody come to the stage and attack me. I've had people come up to me after the show,
Okay, yeah.
but I've never had somebody attack me
Crazy.
on stage. The only really incident that I know that got viral was my friend Tino Sanchez in Vegas kicked a guy at an open mic that went on stage. Yeah, this is. I thought it was fake at first.
Yeah.
But I thought the Will Smith thing was fake. But I guess neither one of them were fake.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
I'm
my
just saying.
son, he's 19, and when he saw that guy, tackling me, he He goes, well, I guess everybody just thinks they can do that now because of Will Smith.
Yeah.
And then Chappelle goes, is that Will Smith? And I go, son, you called it. Like, he had the punchline before Dave Chappelle. Like, everybody thinks they can just do that now. That ain't right.
Comedian, I think people automatically assume, like, they could beat your ass for some reason.
Well, people assume that they could do comedy, first off. That's another thing.
Everyone wants to beat up a clown. Face it.
What? No, seriously?
All right, this happened to me. You want to have a bad clown story? I had a flat tire, broken down on the freeway.
In your clown uniform.
If you are waving your thumb and you're on the side of the road as a clown, people will throw beer bottles at you. It's Texas, right? Yell at you, honk, throw anything. Dude, it is the worst thing. You can't get help. This is before cell phones.
Wow.
Actually, cell phones were a brand new thing. And my tire was flat, so I walked off the freeway over to where there was like a shopping center, and it happened to be a cell phone company was having a grand opening. So as I stood there, people thought I was just a grand opening clown, and no one would help me.
That's hilarious.
No, that's hilarious.
Okay, here's the worst one. I was doing an Albertsons grand opening, and right beside it was a car wash. I had my brand new outfit. Oh, it was brand new shoes, man. They were like $350 at the time. That was a lot of money for these clown shoes. They weren't
7-inch heels. I know that.
And I slipped in that soap from the car wash. Whoa! Everyone died laughing. They're taking pictures. They're just on their own. No one would help me.
The clown broke their hip.
Got a broken hip. Yeah.
That's funny. How would you handle somebody going up on stage during your set?
How would I handle it? I would vehemently tell them not to, and I would make sure they didn't. Yeah. And you and I are big enough; we could probably intimidate somebody that they wouldn't do it.
That's true.
But somebody like Chris Rock. Well, I mean, that's a whole different story. Chappelle's totally buff these days, but that's a whole different story. But yeah. And by the way, Will Smith's getting divorced. I saw that today.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Thank God.
Yeah. So that didn't turn out well for anybody.
Who filed?
His daughter. No.
I think he's filing.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
it's embarrassing. I used to have the biggest crush on Will Smith.
Well, now he's free. Now you got him.
He's a wuss. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he'll smack you around. He'll be good. Yeah, he'll be.
No, y'all.
The part about that situation was the fact that he laughed initially, and then saw her reaction, and then he reacted.
Yeah.
Exactly. He is so pussy whipped. There is no way that he's attractive to a woman now. Any level. Of any woman, anywhere.
I wouldn't say that, but...
he's got money.
He's good looking, he's got money, he's good looking.
Money's attractive to anyone.
He's good looking, he's attractive, he's a good actor, he's a good rapper.
It doesn't matter if you can act. Look at Johnny Depp. Are you ever attracted to Johnny Depp ever again?
I wasn't attracted to him before.
I was.
If you're into scat, maybe. I don't know. But to answer your question from 5 minutes ago, Brandon, I've had people get up like they were going to go to the stage. And I make sure to shut them down before they got there. But I don't know how far they were going to be. And my whole thing with the Will Smith thing is I think he thought security was going to grab him.
I think so, too.
Yeah, I think it's like, you've been in those bar fights where we like hold me back and they try to be tough guys. So he's a fake tough guy. Nicole?
Yeah?
Can you believe that's been an hour already?
We've gotten so much accomplished.
Really?
It's been so fast. So fast. No, we got more. I'm just saying. As every show in 2022 has been fucking great.
It's amazing. Yeah.
And then next week, Tommy Chong returns.
Tommy Chong?
Yeah, Tommy Chong's coming on next week.
Is he on your show?
It's going to be on my show.
Oh, can I come back and be a groupie?
Well, no.
I'll just hang in the corner.
It's going to be on Zoom. It's going to be on Zoom, but if you have any questions for him, let me know.
Yeah,
it's going to be on Zoom.
Yeah,
oh my God, I'm just trying to butt on in because
he was. I will send you the last time he was on our show. It was great, and he's fantastic. But before. No, yeah. So he's.
Are we doing this in the studio or Zoom?
It's gonna be on Zoom,
it's hard to get. I mean, he's a busy man, so.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, he's busy smoking pot, but yeah.
My friend. Okay, she's in Maui right now. She just sent me her pictures that she's in Maui. Her big sister took us to the drive-in to see Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke. And it was our first time to smoke weed. We were freshmen. We was the summer before our freshman year. We got so stoned and so sick. Oh my God. And I love Cheech and Chong. Up and smoke.
Yeah.
Nice drink.
He's a busy man. He's
Every
smoking
single
weed.
minute
He's got to
they've
smoke weed. He's got to get all his bong.
I saw him live in Houston. They actually did their skits.
Yeah.
With just 2 chairs and turn around like really avant-garde, like old school theater. Just Cheech and Chong doing that. Yeah.
That's great. But let me before we go, I gotta get you to talk to us about your album because I listened to it today.
Oh yay!
Funbox. Well, yeah. If you're gonna call something Funbox, I'm gonna check it out. But what was surprising to me because I knew about. I heard the first song I heard was really hard rock, and I was like, okay, I got this. And then I heard about your blues influences. I mean, you're really into the blues, and so there's influences there. But I was surprised some industrial and techno touches and some pop touches.
Everything is on my record, right? It's
a little rap too.
It's kind of like everything got thrown in, but it still doesn't matter to me because I got to pick the songs.
Yeah,
they're all mine.
But you rap a little too.
I rap. Oh, you haven't heard my nasty rap. See, my rap's not on my record. Next track. Okay. I rapped with everybody. Really? I rapped with Boston, Compton, every city. They were all together, and I was the only female. And I was the only from Texas. Okay. And I'm the only white person, too, right? Doesn't matter, dude.
No.
It don't matter. They love me. Right? They fucking, my boys love me.
Well,
they know me. My boys are out there right now.
It's hard to quantify, but some white people have soul and some don't. Some black people have soul and some don't.
That's true.
One of my favorite things is to watch the reaction videos on YouTube and like, the righteous ones are white. It's like,
yeah, they freak out.
Yeah, but they got soul, and you got soul too. And it was a very interesting listen. Very.
Thank you.
See, I like a lot of variety. I like listen to a lot of different things.
When someone tells me I have the blues, that's such a compliment. I almost want to start crying.
No, but I mean, you talk online about B.B. King sang directly to you.
He did, baby. He sang every song. Okay, here's how close I was. And he's right here, and his sweat was getting on me. I'm not kidding you.
How'd that feel?
Oh, my God.
How does B.B. King's sweat feel?
Like rain, baby. Like rain.
He's a big dude.
I was so happy.
Him and Lucille.
Yeah.
It was Lucille. Yeah. And he's just swinging, and he's just singing. And he was looking at me because he could not believe that there's a 20... I was 22, but he was looking at this was last week. Front row going, how does this girl know every song? This white girl, she's on the front row, she's going crazy. How in the world does this woman know my songs? And he literally just sang right into my eyes for the entire concert. Oh, and he put that into me. And it felt like he was saying, I'm passing this on to you, baby, because I know you appreciate it. And then my boyfriend at the time was just freaking out. And see, he wrote a song called BB Smiled on My Baby.
Aww. And they wrote another song that said, BB sweat all over me.
No, he wrote another song called 9 Kind of Hell's a Lot of Hell to Raise. And that was about me. Oh, he don't like me.
Oh, I can imagine.
And 9 Kind of Hell's a lot of hell to raise.
Well, let me get to that, and then we'll get back to the album. But
9 kinds of screaming, 8 kinds of bitching, 7 kinds of screaming.
I have a feeling.
6 kinds of scratching.
You're wild, huh?
I didn't get to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 yet.
Well, let me get right to one because we do have a question that we ask most of our guests, and I'm going to ask both of you. I sort of asked Brandon before, so I think I know what the answer is. What is your fetish?
What is my fetish?
Yeah, what do you like?
Well, he's not really feet.
No, we'll get to Brandon.
His fetish is older
all right,
white girls.
Oh, yeah, Brandon. Is that your fetish? Older white girls?
And mine's younger black guys. Oh!
Yeah,
I know you got a girlfriend. I'm getting you in trouble, but yeah.
You are. I was supposed to get married in 6 months.
Oh, shit. I'm already married 23 years.
I've never been with a white girl before. I've tried.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never been with a black guy.
Really?
What?
And I haven't tried yet.
I think we got a swingers party coming in the studio.
Yeah. He was really hot, and I wanted to see how soft his lips were. I was like, you want to find out? Oh, I want to.
No. I don't want your girlfriend to kick you out of the house.
He's gonna not get married if I do that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm messing with you.
Yeah. But what is your fetish, Brandon? What's a weird thing you're into? Or you're not even weird thing, but something you like. What is your fetish? What turns you on?
Oh man,
So swear I got you in trouble with your girlfriend. Tell her that.
You know what? I found out coming up that turned me on when a woman like licks and kisses my earlobe.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. I was like,
Woo!
first time it happened, I was like, oh shit, this is.
Yeah.
Hold on now.
You've been holding out
Every
on me.
man
Yeah.
should know that
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, that the kissing behind the ears and also the little spot
Back of the neck.
back of the neck, the little spot behind the knee. There's all sorts of
Oh,
that.
that's
Oh
a good
yeah.
Absolutely. Kiss
I-
those knee dimples.
Yeah.
What about squeeze that upper thigh right below the butt cheek?
Squeeze that up.
Uh-huh.
Say,
That's a good one. Oh!
put your hand under the butt, catch the juice, the whole thing. Yeah.
I don't think feet qualifies for me because I'm not. It's some dudes that get deep with feet.
Yeah.
Well, I know they do. I know.
I don't.
Eddie Murphy, yeah, we all about that.
Right.
But he likes big feet.
Right. I just
He likes
appreciate
man
pretty
feet.
Like, okay, those are cute. All right, I wouldn't
So-
mind sucking those this evening.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But
Yeah.
all that other shit, like
Yeah.
crushing eggs.
So yeah. So no corns, no bunions, none of that. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But I am
Oh
not
yeah.
showing my feet at all.
Turn that back. Oh, did you just do that? Yeah.
Ah, he's got a good voice, right?
Yeah, no, he's good. You guys, we gotta get you guys the
That low voice, I'm gonna use that on.
Look at you. Oh, who taught you that? Said you go to church. Is that bold? Oh my God.
yeah.
Look at that page.
With your feet, with your second toe.
Right.
Yeah, you that pinky, baby. Get that
Get the
pinky
pinky
going.
toe.
Ah.
Look at that big toe.
Can I just put one toe in it? I've had guys ask me that. Only one guy. But I said, hell no.
Were you clowning? Were you miming, or were you just being
No,
yourself?
I just remember that. Can I just put one toe in it?
Has anybody ever asked you to like wear your clown outfit and makeup?
My husband. No, I'm kidding. No, he doesn't. As long as we've been married, we never did it when I was a clown.
No clown sex?
Okay.
But we have met other kinky clowns.
Okay.
Like, we've met this girl, and I was going to hire her, and she gets me her, I'm like, give her my card, like we do for kids' birthday parties and everything, and she goes, oh, yeah, she goes, well, this is my clown outfit, and then she shows me, because it was the Houston Rodeo, and then it's got, like, a G-string, and I'm like, wait, what? And she goes, oh, well, we're fetish clowns, and when guys, like, they get off by the balloons popping.
Oh no, that's a thing. That's a fetish.
That is.
Balloon popping. You blow up the balloon and it pops.
I had never heard of it, y'all. And so then I tried to get my card back from her because I'm like, and the bartender, he already knew this. He saw it coming. He already knew who she was. And I'm trying to get my card back. And then the girl started crying.
Oh.
And I had to go out in the back and like console her, like, I'm sorry, you're a hooker and you can't work for me. I'm sorry.
That's funny.
So what turns you on, Cheri? What is your fetish?
I really like that kiss on the ear and the back of the
Okay,
neck.
all right.
I like that.
Everybody says that. No, nobody's like I'm into
I
splashing.
think all girls
You know?
like kissing.
Really?
I think a kissing is very underestimated.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, if you're a bad kisser, we know.
Oh, if you're a bad kisser,
We don't like
that's
that.
over.
Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
That's
no,
an ender,
Yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
done deal.
you,
Yeah, women, we care a lot about how guys kiss.
It really does.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The way you taste and everything. And I
Oh yeah, make
y'all
sure your breasts in
Saturday
the
night,
order. Yeah, your breasts in check.
If y'all can come Saturday night, I am going to be doing a show. And I'm singing a song. A producer called me, and his name is Paul Maselli.
Yeah.
And he wrote this song called Sweet Lips. Sweet Lips.
Oh.
Sweet Kiss.
Mm.
And he sent it to me, and I've been working on it all day, all week, and I'm singing it
At the
at
Rainbow?
11:30 Saturday night.
At the Rainbow, or where's this at?
No, at the Universal Bar and Grill.
Oh, yeah, that's right. UBG. Yeah. I'm doing.
Yeah.
What time do you go on?
I go on at 11:30 to midnight.
Okay,
I have
okay.
a half-hour set, so I'm going to be singing some of my songs, and then I'm going to do the finale with Paulie's song, and it is a hit song, y'all. It's a sexy fucking song.
I used to go to high school with somebody we nicknamed Sweet Lips.
Really?
That's a-
Sweet Lips.
Sweet Lips, yeah,
I wish
it's the
someone
whole
called
thing.
me that in high school.
Beth Applegate, Sweet Lips. But anyway, so yes, but I was gonna. Before we, I mean, I could talk to you all day. You both I guarantee. I think Nicole's with me.
Oh, yeah,
rebooked plenty of times. You guys are Dark Mark show regulars, but you performed at the 50th anniversary of the Rainbow.
You saw me there? Did you see
No, I didn't see you there. I'm not going to sit there and wait in line and brave the crowds and sit there with 20...
I honestly did not perform there.
With 10,000 heavy metal guys and 3 girls. I don't think so, but...
And no, I'm one of the 3!
And you're married.
Why do you think I go?
I saw a post where you said that you performed at the 50th anniversary, but
I didn't perform there.
You were just hanging out.
Someone else posted that. And that was one of my friends. He saw me there. Okay, John Anders... has known me since, I think, the first time he saw me, we were at a concert in San Antonio. I was 17 and he was 19, and it was Ted Nugent. And Ted Nugent was singing every song to me. I have this thing where I get the singers to sing to me. So I wore these chains around my neck, and it was stranglehold. And I was going, "God, you in a stranglehold, baby!" And I'm acting this shit out on the front row. So Ted Nugent gave me my first backstage pass.
I'll bet he did.
I never had one. I didn't know what it was. And it was like a sticker, and it had like a signature. And I just thought it was a sticker. And then everyone started like attacking me and. Like, okay, it was rough. It's like heavy metal. Everyone's wearing spikes in the 80s. And it's
sure, yeah.
And they're tackling me with all these freaking spikes. So I got away, and I went into the bathroom, and I hid. Well, it turns out that the guy that posted that, he was next to me.
You know, it's all making sense now. I think Dave Chapelle had a Ted Nugent backstage pass on him, and that's why the guy tackled him.
Well, anyway, that was just a friend of mine that has seen me so many concerts.
Right.
And he saw my red hat, and he goes, "The legendary Cheri Rockafella is here at the Rainbow." And he came all the way from Austin, Texas. And he came running when he saw me.
Yeah, but he had a picture of you singing, and that's why I thought you would perform. But before...
He had a picture of me singing?
Yeah.
Well, honestly,
whatever.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, thank you, John. But but before we...
He's known me my whole life.
Before we go, and this is some illustrious company.
I'm not kidding.
Cheri, this is some illustrious company. Ted Nugent is saying to you.
Yes.
B.B. King is saying to you. Who else?
Steven Adler used to be my boyfriend.
What? Now wait a second.
But he's not really a singer. But
wait. Go back up, because I know Steven Adler. I've met Steven Adler. I mean, I don't hang out with him, but I've met him a few times and we've hung out.
He's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart, but he's done a lot of drugs.
Oh, I know. That's why I broke up with him.
Yeah.
Why do you think you got dumped, baby?
He's Brandon. Brandon. He's the original drummer of Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
And the guy's done. He was
gorgeous. He was still pretty to me.
But he's a guy. He's done a lot. He did so many drugs.
Yeah. His face got melted.
They kicked him out. They kicked him out of Guns N' Roses. That's how many drugs he did.
Okay.
Of Guns N' Roses, they kicked him out because he did so many drugs.
Crazy.
But he had like a stroke, so he's sort of like he's kind of fragile. He walks kind of funny. He's got, but you get him behind a drum kit. Still today, he's fucking amazing.
Dude, you've never seen anybody any sexier, cuter, or prettier than him. And
I looked in the mirror. What are you talking about? No.
Okay, this is how I met Steven Adler.
Please, I want to hear this.
This is a good story.
I want to hear this.
Okay, you remember when everybody used to post their little posters and billboards everywhere when they were going to do a gig?
No, I was 10, but go ahead.
Okay, well, I wasn't. He wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I'm outside the Troubadour, and I see this poster, and there's this cutest freaking blonde on the picture. And I told my friend, I said, "That's the one I want. I don't care what he does, he's mine." So for 2 weeks, I looked, and then I was at the Rainbow, and I saw him in the parking lot 2 weeks later, and he did this to me. I said,
for our radio listeners,
for
our radio listeners, that's the universal sign for licking pussy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, anyway.
And this is pre-fame. Okay, so this is before.
Well, anyway, that's what he did. I mean, he goes like the V. He goes, and I go, "Okay, that's my boyfriend. That's it." So anyway, he was so.
And women don't do this.
Really
women
dirty. Like they lived in a storage building. I lived on Poinsettia Place in the apartments. It was like a brand new apartment building back then. So you could walk from the Rainbow all the way down Sunset and end up at the Poinsettia Place. But in between my apartment and the Rainbow was their storage building where they lived. And it's literally dirt floors, no running water. It's literally horrible. Right. Horrible. So Adler's drum kit was underneath this makeshift bed that Slash slept on top of.
Mm-hmm.
He like had a bunk built above it. Like they just nailed up some boards, and he slept up there.
Right. So this is pre-fame, obviously.
This was dirt shit where they lived. It had no running water. They were so broke. And not only that, okay, so after I saw him do lick the V.
Which women never do it to us. You never have a woman go, never
They can't see this on the radio, but everyone knows when you put
it's gonna be on YouTube.
Mouth, and you stick your tongue out the middle.
Cheri, this is a camera. This is a camera. I'm filming everything that you're doing, but go ahead.
Oh my God, Adler's gonna see this shit.
I haven't seen Adler in a long time. Say hi, Steven.
All right, Adler. Okay, this is for you, baby. Okay, so you remember whenever we walked home and you were so dirty and I wouldn't let you in my apartment. So this is what happened. I ain't kidding you. I had just gotten my ears double pierced at the beach, so I had 2 bottles of rubbing alcohol. So I gave him both bottles of rubbing alcohol, and I made him go get in the shower and pour them all over his whole damn body. But before
a regular shower wouldn't do it. It had to be rubbing alcohol.
No, it was before that. I forgot the best part. The best part. Okay, when he first knocked on the door, he's knocking on the door, and I'm looking through the hole, and I go, because he had followed me home from the rainbow, I go, I knew it was him, right? I go, well, before I let you in, I need a secret code. And I thought he was going to do this. No, he didn't. I go, do you have any finger tricks? He goes, dude, he can twirl those drums. I said, you can come on in. Oh.
He gave you the jazz hands.
He did this shit, and it was hilarious. So then I made him get in the shower and pour all this, like, rubbing alcohol, 2 bottles all over his whole body because he's hairy. He's half Italian, half Jewish. And I was only, like, I guess I was 18, so I'd never been around a hairy man, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, and he's all dirty. I go, you can't even sit on my couch. So then he comes in, and he put his little cassette in. He put his little music on because he wanted me to hear his band. And I'd never heard his band. I didn't know anything about his band. I didn't know what instrument he played. And all of a sudden, it just started with Sweet Child of Mine. And I just went, whoa! Oh, my God! And then it went to, like, welcome to the jungle. And Dr. I was
Mr.
like,
Brownstone.
oh, my God.
By the way, you could be a drummer because you've been banging on this fucking table the whole time.
Oh, well, the best thing is when the one time that I did go over to their storage building, because I don't ever go there because it's dirty.
Yeah. And
I was sitting on his lap while he was playing the drums. And it was like a carnival ride.
Wow.
So wait, so you were fucking him while he was on the drum?
No, I was just sitting. I was not. This has nothing to do with fucking. No, this was a very short relationship. This stuff only lasted like 3 months.
I fuck girls for 3 months.
Okay, well, I'm not. I'm married, and I'm not going that far.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, okay. He doesn't want to get divorced, and he's not even married yet. And I don't want to get divorced, and I've been married 23 years.
You're gonna have to read her tell-all, but she may.
Yeah, your girlfriend's gonna kill me. You realize that?
And look, I'm not gonna show her the show because I did one podcast. I did a podcast and I mentioned like seeing a girl's pussy, and I'm like, man, this is the prettiest pussy.
Oh, you don't say prettiest, you say one of the prettiest.
And the reason it was on because my mom said something. Let me watch that podcast.
Oh, shit.
So I went downstairs with my brother-in-law. He's smoking the blunt. I come back upstairs. My fiance is like, so who had the prettiest pussy you see? Wait, what?
Your mama said, you know it was me, baby.
You didn't think of that right away, did you?
I was like, oh shit. I was like, Mom, I think it's time for you to go to the house because we got to talk a little bit. I was like, oh, this is a long time ago. Way before.
That doesn't help. That doesn't help.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's crazy.
See, my mom is like super Baptist and very ladylike.
Yeah.
And my whole family is extremely Christian. And in fact, the guy that I did my record with, Rex Schnelly, he is a music minister in Nashville.
Wow, okay.
So 5 times that I went to Nashville to record my record, not one time would he invite me to his church. Dude, he's embarrassed to invite me to his church.
Yeah.
That's shame. I'm sorry, Rex. Eat shit. You should invite me to your church.
Are you going to wear the 7-inch heels if he invites you to church?
What kind of Christian is that?
Are you going to wear the 7-inch heels if he invites you to church?
That's why I didn't invite me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Now, Brandon, let me ask you, and we got to go, but let me ask you, and trust me, both of you are going to be guests again. You guys are both hilarious and great. We're going to mix and match with our other great guests. It's going to be great. But Brandon, did your father see your comedy special?
You know what? No, he didn't. But he's been asking me like, man, when you gonna get some stuff for TV or something, man? I'm like, well, I'm working on that. He like
they don't get YouTube in prison, or
you know what? No, I don't think they do. My father has been in there so long, right? And he
doesn't even know what YouTube is.
I don't think he does. He may or may not, right? But he hasn't gotten in trouble in prison in about 25 years.
It's great.
So he's afraid to, cell phones in there. People got cell phones in there that they smoke. He's afraid to even touch a cell phone, right?
I can see that, yeah.
Coincidentally, a childhood friend of mine, he's like family. Him and my father were cellmates for a minute. And this individual had a cell phone, and my father used it like twice. And when you called me, hey, what's going on?
He was scared.
Like,
oh, bless
hello?
his heart.
No, I just called the general.
Because he loves his family.
Man, why don't you call me collect and I'll
He
pay
took
for the
a
call?
risk.
I can't
Dude, he took a risk. That's
yeah,
why.
he did take a risk. So
That's love.
no YouTube. I'm hoping, and in prayer that I could get something that comes on regular TV.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What?
I can't wait to tell people like that's my son.
Yeah.
That's
right.
So
what about your grandmother?
My grandmother, I did something for Revolt TV called Funny AF.
Yeah.
I was on the first season. I did a comedy special on there. And my grandmother and my mama actually got to go to the taping with me.
That's
awesome.
Right.
And just by chance, God, they gave me my own dressing room. So it was like several other comedians there. And they're like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, you know what I mean? So my grandma got to experience that. And a lot of my early material was about her because I lived with her.
Right.
So
for 30 years.
Dope. Yeah, absolutely. And the church is seeing that. And, I got her on social media. And she feeling like a celebrity. Yeah. So I'm happy my grandma got to experience that.
And she loved it.
She loves it. She loves the attention.
Yeah.
I took her to a couple stand-up shows, like at the Comedy Store that I had booked, and people be like, "Wait, who is it?" I'm like, "This is Daisy."
Oh, Daisy is your grandma's name?
Yeah, my grandmother's name.
Awesome name.
Yeah.
Daisy May.
Daisy May.
She's from Mississippi.
Wow, I'm telling you, that's a southern name, right?
Yeah.
We know these things.
And so they freak out when they see her, like, "Oh, you was in the audience."
You're the famous Daisy May.
I bet your grandma had hot pants when she was young.
Probably so. I've seen her in a picture in a mini skirt back in the day when that was like
that's
right.
Daisy May.
Right. Yeah. Beautiful woman.
Exactly.
Then and now. So
I'm sure.
Yeah, man. I'm happy. I actually fell into comedy. I used to want to be a clown. I learned how to ride a unicycle and juggle.
Really?
Yeah, I just never
That's
pursued it.
skills, man.
College and all of that.
I was going to ask you to freestyle, but I don't know if we got the time. But maybe next time.
Next time we'll make balloon animals. I'll teach you how to make I'll teach you how to make a big.
He doesn't have that fetish. He doesn't have that fetish.
I would never
Cheri.
do that.
Nicole, how much fun was this?
I'm
This
only
is great.
kidding.
Cheri, tell everybody how.
I make nice balloon animals like little dogs. And
Yeah,
cats
little,
and princess crowns.
yes, little cherries, yes. Steven Adler's favorite, your little,
Steven. Okay, remember that
So
3
greetings
years
to
ago
Steven.
when they had the Rainbow Reunion? Did you
Yes.
go to that one?
I went
And Adler's played.
I went to a show at the Key Club where they had Adler, Izzy, and Slash. It was great. And it was Adler's Appetite, and they had Jizzy Pearl and all these guys that were in bands at the same time. And when Slash and Izzy came on stage, you could tell who were the superstars and who were the guys that were good but not great.
Can I
Well, let me tell you, they're superstars.
Yeah.
I know we're running out of time. So were you two like around on Sunset during like that height that I seen like documentaries?
Cheri
Yes,
Cheri
me,
was.
I was.
Really? Wow.
Cheri was.
No, I lived here from 84 to 87.
Okay. Wow.
She was in Ratt videos. She was in
everything.
Dating Guns
I
N'
know
Roses.
Motley Crue, Poison. Cece.
Did you date anybody?
I met
Did you date
Cece at the
Cece?
Rainbow. He's one of my friends. Okay, I didn't even know that Amir, who played in Rough Cut, that he was in Orgy.
Right.
Wow.
I did not know this. Amir, I need you. I want you as my guitar player.
Well, Cheri.
I had no idea. These are friends of mine from when I was a teenager, and I never knew they would be famous.
Well, you know, with what
I couldn't believe how many people became
well, with
famous.
what Orgy's doing lately, I think Amir's available.
No, Orgy, let me tell you, at the Rainbow, that guy got off the stage. He came down, and he was grinding up behind me. And so, with my phone, all I have is his button. Like you see, his button in his pinstripe suit. That's how close he is to me. So I grabbed his ass. I spanked his ass. I spanked him twice. And then I spanked him the third time and I grabbed his ass. And these girls go, we can't believe you did that. I said, they call themselves Orgy.
I can believe it. Now,
like,
Cheri.
Dude, he liked it.
Now, Cheri, grab the mic and tell us where.
I get every singer to sing to me.
No.
They come off the stage and they get down and they come up to me and they grind their fucking butts on me. I can't help it.
Well, before you make me grind my butt on you, please grab the mic, Cheri, and tell everybody where
I'm
they.
not even talking into the mic.
No.
This is
No, trust me, we heard.
Use a microphone.
Cheri, we heard you. Cheri, tell every.
I don't need one.
We're wrapping up the show. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and tell us about that UBG date and other future dates that you may have.
Okay, I'm going to be Saturday night at the Universal Bar and Grill, and I'm going to be singing from 11:30 to midnight.
Right, I probably will make it. Yeah.
And then at the Trip Bar, which is in Santa Monica, I'll be singing on Monday night, which I'm always there on Monday nights. That's like my home bar. That's like my homies, and you can find my record anywhere you want to buy my record. Spotify, iTunes, whatever it's called. Cheri Rockafella. Cheri Rock. Rockafella.
Yeah.
The problem is it's not Rockefeller. It's Rockafella. I rock the fucking guys, dude.
And you were Rockefeller before Jay-Z.
I'm way before Jay-Z.
All right.
Well, okay, I'm not quite old enough to be his mama. But if he wants,
I was gonna say, I think he's older.
Mama, I'm all in.
He's like 50. I think he's older than you. But and on social media, how do people get a hold of you?
They can go to Instagram, the Cheri Rockafella.
They
can go to my Facebook, or they can buy my record on CheriRocafellaMusic.com.
There you go.
And I would really appreciate that because I make a lot more money if you buy it from me than from the Spotify, iTunes. I don't get diddly squat.
Right.
But if you buy it from me, I will shout you out. I'll be like, yay! Like John Anders bought a shirt from me. John Anders bought a t-shirt from me. He came to the Rainbow and he had me posted. It's all because of that one guy, honestly, where you saw me. I did not perform at the Rainbow. It's from one person.
Right.
It's just making one friend that believes in you, right?
Well, I believe in you, and I also believe in Brandon.
Hey. Brandon is freaking awesome.
Brandon's awesome. I told you.
I can't believe it. I can't wait to go to see his. And not only that, I have to get the clothes.
Yes.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's talented. He's sweet. He's a good man, and he's a damn good designer of fashion.
And you know what? I agree with you. That's why I'm trying to get the attention over to him. Brandon.
I'm just trying to sell clothes for him.
Brandon, how do people get a hold of you? Give us all your social media.
Yeah, please follow me on Instagram at I am Brandon Black. That's BrandonBlack. If you will, I would greatly appreciate it because nowadays the numbers matter some reason.
Yes.
So follow me on Instagram there, and you can follow me on Twitter. I'm on there occasionally at Mr. Brandon Black. So I appreciate both of you for having me.
And you're
such an honor to go and invite us, right?
Absolutely.
Honestly,
go ahead.
Brandon, we're just fucking entertainers. We're nobodies, and y'all found us and invited us, and I can't be more honored in my life, right? Are you shocked? Absolutely. I did not expect this. I really didn't.
There you go.
And I hope
your girlfriend will never see that. I will tell you. Anyway, and Nicole,
and I hope you have 5 babies, Brandon.
Nicole, how do people get a hold of you?
I'm Nicole 6 Books on Instagram, and I am really Nicole H6 on Facebook. And if you go to Lulu.com and look up Nicole 6, you'll find my latest book.
Not Hulu.
Nicole 6. We're gonna write a scary clown book. I want to write a book for you.
And Cheri is gonna still be talking, but I am Mark. I'm Goth, a comedian on all social media. I got shows coming up. I got all sorts of stuff, and everybody have a wonderfully creepy week. Bye.